In the name of God, the compassionate, the merciful. Alhamdulillah, we have tawfiq to have a session tonight from Nairobi at the end of our stay in Nairobi. Alhamdulillah, we had a very good, fruitful time here. So the next thing that we have about mashwara in Mizanul Hikmah is hududul mashwara or mashura. What are the terms and conditions of mashwara? Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, "Inna al-mashwara or mashurata la takunu illa bihududaha al-arba'a. فأولها أن يكون الذي تشاوره عاقلا والثانية أن يكون حرا متدينا والثالثة أن يكون صديقا مواخيا والرابعة أن تطلعه على سرك فيكون علمه به كعلمك ثم يسر ذلك ويكتمه." So Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said consulting or consultation, whatever you call, cannot complete except with 4 conditions. One is that the person that you consult should be rational, should be wise. We already talked about conditions of the people that you consult. To be rational, to be wise. The second is that to be hurran mutadayyanan, to be a free person. I will explain what that means. And mutadayyan, religious. Some of you may remember that I have said in some lectures that hur, in my understanding in such context, means noble. When Imam Hussein alayhi salam said to the army of Umar Sa'ad when they were moving towards the tents of Ahlul Bayt, the ladies and children, he said, "إِن لَمْ يَكُنْ لَكُمْ دِينٌ وَكُنْتُمْ لَا تَخَافُونَ الْمَعَادِ فَكُونُوا أَحْرَارًا فِي دُنْيَاكُمْ." To be hur in your worldly life. If you don't believe in Akhirah, if you don't have any faith, at least be free. It means noble. Or those who love Allah out of love or because they found Allah qualified and entitled for that. He said, فَتِلْكَ عِبَادَةُ الْأَحْرَارِ. So hur is a person that does moral things out of deep sense of morality. He feels responsible to do moral things. So the person that you consult should be religious and hur, so that he would not betray you, or he would not, for example, hide from you to make you or keep you happy, hide from you the truth, the right advice. The third, أن يكون صديقا مواخيا, to be a friend who has a relation of brotherhood, who has fraternity with you. Of course, sometimes this is not possible, but then at least someone that you know and he knows you would be better. وَالرَّابِعَةَ أَن تُطْلَعُهُ عَلَى سِرِّكَ. The fourth is that you should inform him about all the, although it says your secret, means everything that he must know about this case. Because if he doesn't have full information, he may not understand what's the best decision. So you must give him what you know. فَيَكُونَ عِلْمُهُ بِهِ كَعِلْمَكَ. His knowledge becomes like you. If this is very sensitive issue and you cannot say it with someone that knows you, then you have to find someone else who doesn't know you, but at least has the information. Because without complete information, he cannot give proper advice. But then the person who listens to you should keep this very confidential. ثم يسر ذلك ويكتمه. He must keep it secret. You have to tell him, if there is no other choice, tell him what is necessary, what is relevant. But he has to keep it to himself or herself. And as I said, if there is a sensitive issue that people who know you or know the people that you are talking about and consulting about, becomes, ghaiba or damages their reputation, then you consult someone that doesn't know you or speak in the way that they don't realize it's about you. The next heading is الحث على إرشاد المستشير. In Islam, we are recommended and encouraged to give proper advice to someone who asks for our opinion. If someone consults you, you should give him proper advice. Listen to him carefully. If you need to think about. If you need to collect information, if you need to seek opinion of other people, treat this as a very important issue. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Tasaddaqu ala akhikum bi'ilmin yurshiduh wa ra'yin yusaddiduh." Give sadaqah to your brother as an act of love and charity, but not money only. Here, what can be given as a sadaqah, as a charity, is ilmin yurshiduh, the knowledge that guides him. Wara'yan, an opinion that yusaddiduhu, keeps him firm, strengthens him. So giving advice, giving your opinion is an act of charity. And you know how important is charity in Islam. Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam also said, Irshadul Mustashir Qada'un Lahaqqin Ni'mah. When you advise and guide someone who has asked your opinion and consulted you, you are indeed fulfilling the right of ni'mah that Allah has given you. If Allah has given you knowledge, wisdom, etc., if you have some experiences, so one aspect of being grateful is to share this with others who need. Also, Imam Zainul Abidin alayhi salam said, Haqqul Mustashire in Risalatul Huquq. You know that Imam has Risalatul Huquq. It seems to be there. Haqqul Mustashire in alimta anna lahu ra'yan asharta alayh wa in lam ta'lam arshadtahu ila man ya'lam. The right of the person who asks you for advice is that if you see that there is something to share with him, you have some opinion for him, tell him. If you don't know, at least show him someone that can help him, someone who knows what to tell him. So either you have something good to share, or you at least can be telling him, go to so and so, he will help you. Okay, this is about then al-hathu ala irshad al-mustashir. Then we have adabul mustashar. What are the manners of the person who has been consulted? What should they consider? Amir al-Mu'minin alayhi salam said, first, لا تكونن أول مشير. Try not to be the first person who gives advice. Sometimes there is a meeting, sometimes there is a group of people. Try to listen to other people who give advice and be the last person to give advice. Don't rush to give advice. Number 2, إياك والرأي الفطير. Don't give an opinion which is not well developed, well processed, well cooked. It's raw. وتجنب ارتجال الكلام. And you must avoid saying something which is not measured, something which comes without thinking, just whatever comes to your mind to say. No. ولا تشر على مستبد برأيه. Also, don't give your opinion to someone who is stubborn or has a kind of tyranny, someone who only thinks about his own opinion, doesn't bother about opinion of other people. Giving advice to them is not useful. And even people may think later that you have advised this person. He doesn't listen to you. ولا على وعد. Also, don't give advice to someone who is ولا على وعد. It seems that to be وعد. Don't give opinions to someone who is very loose and very unstable, even without wanting. The next one is ولا على متلون. The people who keep changing color. متلون from loan. Loan means color, means people who see what is liked, they say. If in this gathering they like to say this, they say he says something like this. If another gathering he says something totally different, because those people love something else. ولا على لجوج, someone who is very stubborn. وخف الله. خف الله means fear Allah. في موافقة هوى المستشير. Be very careful, fear Allah with respect to just doing something that the one who asks you for advice desires. His appetite, his desires, his whims are to do something, and then you tell him exactly the same thing that he wants. This is against taqwa. You have to tell the truth. Because فإن التماس موافقته لؤم وسوء الإسماع منه خيانة. Because if you want to just agree with him, this is meanness. You are betraying the knowledge that you have been given. And also, not listening properly to him or not making him listen to you properly is betrayal. Isma' means to make someone listen. Some people have translated not listening well to him, but it can be also not making him listen properly. You don't, tell him the truth so that he hears to the truth. This is betraying. So, betraying by itself is important. We have few hadiths. Inshallah, we expand on this in the next session. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.